Welcome back to another episode of English Cooking, where I teach you English through cooking. Guys, today I am going to teach you how to make the most common, the most popular lunch here in North America. It's called a ham sandwich. Smash like if you love ham sandwiches. If you go to any job, let's say you see some workers on the side of the road, some construction workers eating their lunch. What do you think they're eating? You could ask them. You'd say, excuse me, sir, what are you eating for lunch? You know what I bet they're going to say? They're going to say, I'm eating a ham sandwich. It's such a common food, especially if people have to bring their lunch to work. It's not so much a supper food or a dinner. Here in Canada, we say supper. Other places say dinner. Okay, so it's not so much a common dinner or supper food here. It's a lunch food. Okay, a ham sandwich. Or for kids, if you're sending your kids off to school with a lunch, some schools provide lunches, but some don't. Okay, so if you need to pack a lunch for your kid, you might pack them a ham sandwich. It's a very, very common food. It's so simple, right? Very often the most delicious things are just simple, easy to make. Okay, so this is very easy to make. The first thing you need is a ham. Okay, so this is a ham. Look at that interesting looking thing. Now, what is a ham, you might ask? Well, a ham is a pig's butt, right? The butt of a pig. Did you know that? Now, remember last recipe we made bacon, right? Now, bacon is from the belly. Okay, bacon comes from the kind of the underside of the pig, the belly of the pig. But ham is kind of like the back of the leg, that the butt of the pig. That's called a ham. Now, generally, for pig meat, we have a word for that, which is pork, right? But we don't use the word pork if we're talking about the specific part of the pig, right? So, for example, everybody knows this is ham. It looks like ham, right? I mean, you don't need to know that it's the pig's butt. You just need to know it's ham, right? So we don't use the word pork. Same with bacon, right? Like you would not use the word pork if you're making bacon. So this is called ham. Oh, do you know what the muscle is called on the back of your leg? That muscle, leg muscle, kind of under your butt on the back of your leg. That's called the hamstring muscle, the hamstrings, right? So if you're working out and you tear your hamstrings, it's a very painful injury, right? If your hamstrings, but they're a big muscle, huge muscle. Okay, so that's kind of sometimes people use the word ham. They might say working out my hams, maybe. But so it's the same idea, right? That part of your leg, the back part of your leg, that's your hamstring. Well, just think about that. Hamstring. Okay, same part of the animal. Are humans animals? Let me know down in the comments if humans are animals. Okay, so grab yourself a knife and we're going to slice the ham, okay? It's the first thing we're going to do. We're just going to cut this ham right down the middle. Ooh, guys, look at that. Wow. All right, we're going to set that half aside. We're going to slice ourselves a pretty thick slice of ham, okay? Ooh, yeah, look at that slice. Wow, there is... Got some ham on my forearm. This part of your arm is called your forearm. Okay, this is your upper arm. This is your forearm. You don't know how I got a piece of ham on my forearm. Okay, there's your slice of ham. This is a very, very thick slice. If you go to the deli part of any grocery store, if you go to Walmart or Superstore here in Canada, or any other one like Sobeys or Save on Foods or Safeway, so many grocery stores, right? They all have a place called the Deli, right? Where you'll see they have meats like this, right? Cured meats. Now, the word cured means that it's like kind of prepared, somehow prepared. Okay, so this ham, I bought it like this. I didn't cook this ham. This ham already came cooked. So if you go to a deli, all the meats that will be cured. Usually, they're kind of cured with salt or they're smoked or something. Now, ham is typically smoked. Yeah, I can smell it, right? It's smoked. Very often that's how people cook meat. They smoke it. Like salmon, fish is a very common kind of meat to smoke, but you can smoke all kinds of stuff, right? You can add some salt to kind of like cure it, right? So that's the word. If meat is cured, that means it's kind of it's like that kind of meat you see in the deli section. It's ready to eat. Right, so I bought this, it's ready to eat. So if you go to a deli, you could say, excuse me, sir, could I have, I'll have 500 grams of ham. Okay, so then he's gonna take out the ham, put it in the slicer, right, that machine is called the slicer, and then he's gonna slice you some ham and give you the sliced ham. Now you can say, the deli person might ask you, would you like thick slices or thin slices? Okay, you can choose how thick or thin. Now, it's not going to be this thick. I mean, that is a very thick piece of ham. Usually it's a very thin slices. But you could say, could I have 500 grams of ham, very thin slices? Could I get very thin slices or thick slices? Okay, so that's the deli. A lot of people eat food from the deli because it's already made. It's ready to eat. You don't have to waste time cooking it. All right, so a lot of people like this kind of fast food, not the kind of fast food restaurant that you get at restaurants like McDonald's, but fast food that you can make at home. All right, so you don't have to waste, you don't have to slave away in the kitchen for an hour or two every day. To slave away means to do some hard work, right? Actually, cooking is it's a very time-consuming activity. If you cook every day for yourself, I mean, it takes like an hour or two to cook every day, right? If you're cooking a big meal, but if you're just cooking like something really simple, then you don't have to slave away. There's a good phrasal verb for you guys, to slave away. Okay, so we have our slice of ham. And now, next thing you need is 2 slices of bread. Ooh, now guys, this bread, look at that, ancient grains. Ancient grains. Not just normal grains, these are ancient grains. Do you know what ancient means? Ancient means very old, right? So like the pyramids in Egypt are ancient. They're thousands of years old, right? Well, this bread is thousands of years old. I wonder when it expires. Guys, this bread expires next week. Look at that. It's got the expiry date right on there. December 7th. That's next week. What do you know about that? Thousands of years old bread, and it just so happens to expire next week. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Let me know if you've ever had a coincidence in life. Let me know down in the comments. I've had some coincidences. This is a crazy coincidence. In my lifetime, I mean, if it's thousands of years old, it would even be a coincidence to expire in my lifetime. But it's not just in my lifetime, it's in... I bought it a few days before it expires. Wow, that's luck. I got lucky there. Okay, so grab yourself 2 slices of bread. All right, so we're just gonna get a plate here. All right, and we're gonna put down a slice of bread. All right, now, what are you gonna put on this slice of bread? Just gonna leave it plain, or are you gonna put some stuff on it to give it a bit of flavor? Right, if we just put the ham on there like that, yeah, it could be a ham sandwich, but nobody eats their ham sandwiches like that, okay? So we're gonna put on some mayonnaise, okay? So get some mayonnaise, grab yourself a spoon, and put on a dollop of mayonnaise. That's a dollop. Dollop means just a spoonful of something. Usually we use that word with things like condiments, right? Do you know what a condiment is? A condiment is something that kind of like a sauce that gives flavor to typically hot dogs or hamburgers, right? Like ketchup is a condiment, mustard, relish, mayonnaise, those are called condiments, okay? So if you're gonna take something, if you're gonna use a spoon, right, then it's called a dollop. Okay, or if you're eating some pie, let's say you're eating some apple pie or some pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving, you might want to put on a dollop of whipped cream. Let me know down in the comments, do you like whipped cream with your pie? It's good. I love a good dollop of whipped cream. Okay, so that's a good word to know, the word dollop. Okay, now after you put the dollop of mayonnaise on your bread, we're going to spread it, right? So this is what it means to spread something. Okay, now we're spreading the mayonnaise using a knife, and then we're going to add a squirt of mustard. Look at this. Honey Dijon mustard. Isn't that amazing? Honey Dijon mustard. It's a bit of a different kind of mustard. It's a kind of mustard, right? Normal mustard is kind of yellow. It's just like pure yellow. But usually like Dijon mustard. Now, I don't know what Dijon means. Let me know down in the comments. Teach me something, guys. What does the word Dijon mean? I'll be honest, I have no idea. Okay, Honey Dijon. It's like the style of mustard. So you can actually see each of those like mustard seeds. You can actually kind of see the mustard seeds in there, guys. So it's not just your typical yellow mustard that you'd put on like a hot dog or a hamburger. So this is Honey Dijon. It's kind of got it's a bit of a sweeter flavor. So we're gonna add a squirt of mustard. Now let's put it, you know what? Let's be creative. Let's put it on this piece of bread, because that one's already got the mayonnaise. So we're going to add a squirt. Okay, that's what it means. That's what the word squirt means, okay? Squirt means if a liquid kind of comes out with a lot of force, right? It's kind of pressurized. So here it's kind of, right? It's not coming out, right? So I have to squeeze the bottle, and then the mustard will squirt out of the bottle. Is that a bottle? Is that a container? Jar? Squeeze bottle. I think it would be called a squeeze bottle. Okay, now again we're gonna spread that mustard. Ooh, wow, this is gonna be so delicious, guys. Spread the mustard there. Now, let's put on our slice of ham, right? Which should be the bottom slice. Let's put the mayonnaise as the bottom slice, and then we're gonna put on our slice of ham. Man, this is looking good. It smells great too. I love the smell of mustard and ham. Okay, now we're just gonna set this aside here just for a second, and we are going to slice our tomato, right? Here we go. First we're gonna slice off the, guys, look at that. I didn't slice it very well. Still got that thing in there. Gotta cut it out. Come on. Get out. Don't want to eat that bad part, right? Alright. Throw that in the garbage. Okay, now we're gonna cut a better slice of tomato. Do you like tomato? Tomato is an integral part of a ham sandwich. Okay, look at that nice thick slice of tomato. Ooh, wow. The word integral means a very important, just like kind of like a central part of the ham sandwich. You need a good slice of tomato. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add some freshly ground black pepper. Okay, so put some black pepper on there. Ooh, wow. Look at that. And now we're going to add a leaf of lettuce. Look at that nice leaf of lettuce. It's not a sprig. Remember in the last video I taught you guys the word sprig. A sprig is kind of a very small, like a small leaf. Remember we were using cilantro. So cilantro, you would say a sprig. You wouldn't say a leaf. But when it comes to like spinach or lettuce, we use the word leaf. Okay, so add a leaf. Oh, that looks so good, guys, of lettuce. And then we're going to add the top layer, which is our mustard bread. Look at that. Is that not a... That's a sandwich for a king. Look at that, my friends. Ooh. Smash like if you would like to eat that ham sandwich. Wow, that's so good. Well, is that it? Should we do a taste test here? I think we're ready, guys. So what did you learn? Let me know what vocabulary you learned down in the comments. Remember, dollop, all right? A dollop of whipping cream. Whipped cream or whipping cream? I think those words, people use those words interchangeably, okay? You can add some whipping cream or add some whipped cream. I think technically, when you buy the cream from the store, if you want to make it yourself, you buy a jug of whipping cream, and then you actually use beaters, and you actually beat it into whipped cream. So I think the right answer is, if it's already to go on the pie or whatever, it's called whipped cream. But to make whipped cream, you need to buy whipping cream. All right. So anyway, wow, guys, it's just so excited to eat this. I don't even know if I want to eat it. But while you think of your words that you learned, post them down there. Dijon, remember, let me know what Dijon means. Do some research. And here we go, guys. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Blast off. That is so good. Man, that's good. You guys are missing out. I wish you could be here. Eat this. Here, I'll give the next bite to you. This is your bite here. What do you think? Boy, that Dijon, honey Dijon mustard adds so much flavor to the ham sandwich. Well, guys, there you go. It's a very simple recipe. Like I said, it's probably the most common lunch here in North America. So, grab yourself a head of lettuce. Right, a head of lettuce is like a bunch, right? The bunch of lettuce, right? It's called a head. There's different kinds of lettuce. You can get it by romaine lettuce or leaf or green leaf. This is green leaf lettuce, or you can buy red leaf lettuce. You can buy iceberg lettuce. Maybe one of these episodes I'll make a recipe with all the different kinds of lettuces. But anyway, buy yourself a head of lettuce, some bread, some ham. So cheap, right? A big chunk of ham is about $10. This is about this whole ham was about $10. Okay, so it's really not. It's a very cheap meal. That's why a lot of people eat it. If they just want to kind of save money, bring something simple to their work, they just buy some ham. Like I said, most people don't buy ham actually like this. they just go to the deli and they say, can you, give me like 400 grams of ham, and then the guy slices it, or the woman, whoever's working there, slices it, right? And a tomato, right? So it's a very cheap meal. It's probably one of the cheapest meals you can eat here in ham is one of the cheapest meats. Got some vegetables, some bread, super cheap. It's probably less than this sandwich is probably less than $1, maybe $2. No, probably less than $2, maybe $1 for a nice, healthy, hearty sandwich. The word hearty, your heart, right? A hearty sandwich is a very like filling. It's a very filling sandwich. If you eat a hearty meal, it means you're full. It's a good meal, right? If it's just like a little bit, if you were just to eat like a little bit of food, if you were to eat this, that wouldn't be a hearty meal, right? But if you eat a sandwich like this, that's a hearty meal. So I'm looking forward to eating the rest of this sandwich. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. I really appreciate all your support. I appreciate reading all your comments. Thank you so much for all the people who smashed like, all my lovely subscribers. I love you so much. I hope you stay safe. Happy today. Did I have some food in my mouth? I think I had some food on my lips. It's because I was talking while I was eating. It's not good to talk while you eat, right? It's what you learn as a kid. Usually parents teach their kids not to talk while they're chewing, while they're eating. But I didn't want to leave you guys in silence for a few seconds while I swallowed my food. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you stay safe and healthy wherever you are. God bless you guys, and I will see you over in the next episode of Mad English TV, or actually, I should say, next episode of English Cooking. Take care.